Good evening, Professor and class. And today I'm pleased to share with you one topic, which is power. Actually, this chapter is a little bit long and a little bit complex if we look at the chapter in the book, but I try to make it short and simple for you that can be more easy to understand. So without further delay, let's move to the content for these chapters. I will focus only on 4 parts. The first part is about the concept of power. I will let you know what is power. The second part is about the sources of power. The third one is the empowerment, and last but not least is about the guideline for empowering. So let's move to the first part is the concept of power. All right, concept of power. According to the Griffin, one of the scholar in the conflict studies, he defined power as the ability to influence another persons, or the ability that a group of persons exercise control over another group of persons. So the key term is the influence and authority. Influence refers to the process affecting thoughts, behavior, and feelings of another persons. So when someone have the influence over other person, that means that those people have more power than another persons. For example, when person A have the ability to influence on the person B, it means that the person A have more powerful over the person B. So it is the concept of power that it can be easy to understand when we talk about power. And the second part is about the sources of power. There are two sources of power, the formal and the personal sources. For the formal sources, I chose only 4 power. Actually, there are more than that, and I believe that some of you might used to hear these concepts, the coercive, the rewards, the legitimate, and information power. So all right, without further delay, I would like to move to the coercive power. It is a way to influence someone to do something by using the possible punishment as a motivations. Mostly it is due to punishment or force to other party to achieve the goal or achieve something that they want. For example, our manager or the CEO of the company or the organization put the pressure over their employee or workers to achieve a setting goals. Otherwise, the team might lose the job. So it's kind of like of a pressure that the CEO or the manager put the pressure on the employee to force them to work to achieve the company's goal. So it is by using the forces or punishment. It is called the coercive power. The rewards power, I think most of you know rewards. We use reward to influence other people. We know that person A desire or want to get this kind of thing, so we give them that. We use them as rewards. So it is the reward power. For example, the reward power can have a form in terms of day off or bonus and other special requirement in the workplace. It is the reward that the company give to the employee. The third one is legitimate power. It is a power that you derive from a formal position in the workplace or in your organizations. For example, the president of the corporation has certain power because of the office he holds in the corporations. Right, make it simple, our manager or our CEO, he or she has the legitimate power in that organization or company. And last part is the information power. It is a kind of power that based on the controlling of the informations that needed by others in order to reach an important goal. For example, when we negotiate, when we have more information in our hands, we have more power than our conflicting parties. We can use those information that might be needed by our conflicting party to influence him or her to achieve our goal. All right, another sources is about the personal sources. I focus only to a point. The first one is about expert. It exists when a person A has the information or knowledge that person B needs. For example, when we are an expert in one field, for example, we expert in math, and actually we have more powerful than a simple persons, because we have accurate knowledge that that person need from us. So we can use our expertise to influence other people to negotiate, and using our expertise in negotiation to be successful. And there are 3 conditions that must be met. The first one, person B must believe that person A's knowledge is accurate. Like I mentioned, a person A can have more powerful when a person B believes that a person A's knowledge is accurate. Otherwise, there's nothing at all with a person A. The second option is the knowledge must be relevant and useful for person B. Not only accurate, but it must be relevant to the interest of a person B as well. To put it simple, a person B need a person A's knowledge or expertise for their interest. Person B believes that person A is really an expert. Right. It is also important as well, like the branding of a person, that we are really an expert, that our conflicting partner believe that we are an expert. So this is the 3 conditions that the expert power need to have. All right, referent power, it is actually based on the interpersonal attractions. A person A has referent power over person B because person B identify with person A and want to be like a person A. It is simple to understand, easy to understand. Like we see popular singer, actors, and we want to be like him or her in terms of the hairstyle, the voice, the way they wear, the way they walk, something like that. So those actors or singers, they have more power than a simple person, or they have more power than us because we try to be like him or her. All right, the third main important part of this chapter is the empowerment. It is important to build the empowerment in the company or organization, that the manager need to help their employee to acquire and to use power that important for making decisions, because it is might affect themselves as the employees and their work, their daily work, and might be affect the company as a whole. And it should be let them know that power is something that can be shared. So the manager or CEO can share to their employee and provide a foundation for self-managing work and other enrollment in the group. An employee should be trained to expand their power and new influence potential in order to strengthen their skill for the company improvement. And last part, empowerment changes the dynamic between supervisor and the coordinates. So empowerment is very important, not only in the company but also in the organization or in the government firms or government department, to improve the effectiveness of their daily working. And last but not least, it is the guideline for empowering. There are 4 main guidelines for empowering. The first one is set high performance expectations. In order to achieve the empowerment, it is a great idea to set the high performance expectation for the employee to achieve. At least they can achieve something higher, if not achieve the 100%. Create the opportunity for participative decision making. It is good to provide them more opportunity for their practice or involve in decision making in the company, to let them grow, to let them move from their out of their comfort zones. And the third part is remove bureaucratic constraint that stifle autonomy. I think we all know that the bureaucratic system is the main barrier for the development in the company or in the government structures. So when we remove the bureaucratic constraint, I mean that we let the talented or the knowledgeable person to express their knowledge, express their experience, to do their best in their work. So the empowerment can be expand due to the removing these constraints. And last part, the express confidence in employees. Yeah, it is also important that we, as the manager or CEO, believe in our employees, to let them know that we believe in them, they can do their job. So it's just a kind of motivation and to empower them to work to achieve their goals, the company's goals or the company benefits as well. So, alright, this is the end of the chapter presentations, and I hope at least you can get some ideas about the power, what power is, and sources of power, and the guideline to empowering the employee in the companies. I try to make it simple. And if you have any questions, you might drop in our group, so we try to share or to answer as much as I can. And thank you again for your paying attention. Thank you. See you next week.